We are live in Studio B with your day-to-day BYU Sports play-by-play. I'm Spencer Linton alongside Dave McCann. Great show lineup for you today, and our first guest is an NFL linebacker, former BYU great friend of the program, Harvey Langi is back. Harvey, welcome back to the show, man.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's always good. Always good to be back on the turf, you know, this turf.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, it's been great. So I'm glad that I'm here. Grateful for it.
Yeah, well, we talked to you at Pro Day. Now we have moved past that. The draft has happened. We'll talk to you a little bit about that. But we're getting into win projection totals for BYU football. And you're around the boys. You're working with the guys. You're around Kalani and the staff in your off season. And we see the win total set at 5. And I said earlier, I was bugged. I was like, 5 wins? BYU's better than 5 wins. How do you see that win projection?
Well, of course, I'm biased, so, you know, I think that's disrespectful. But when it came out and I saw that, a saying came from when I was with the Patriots my rookie year, and there's these 5 things going into the building and 5 things going out to the building that you had to learn. And one of the things was, you know, don't believe the hype and don't feel the hype. And I love that because, you know, Vegas is hype and all these projections are hype. And, you know, there's a lot of odds and you can, you know, pick and, you know, figure out the statistic and logistics of things and players coming back. But I truly believe, you know, hype is out there. You can either feel it or not. And I'm going to say it's disrespectful. I want my boys to, you know, I'm thinking more of, you know, 6 and above. I'm thinking bowl game for sure.
What vibe are you feeling with the guys? You just came from practice or the IPF, and you're working out with individuals. What vibe are you getting from these Cougars that makes you think 6 or 7? Yeah,
I think it's hunger. I think that's the word that comes. These guys are hungry, and you know they're a lot of the young men are coming out there and just working and want to work. And you know I told them, you know, with this hard work, you know, doing it with somebody else. Don't ever come in here by yourself. You know, don't ever go lift by yourself, because they're in a point right now where they can just go lift, and they can just go run, and they're about to go start their summer program and, you know, just get in great shape. But, you know, during this, like, you know, month period during finals and all that, I'm like, this is the time where you guys work together with each other. And a lot of them have shown that. So I just see a lot of like, hey, there's new energy in the building, you know, with Jay Hill. There's a lot of new guys in the building. So I told them, BYU is one of the most diverse teams in the whole planet. No one understands. You have missionaries, you have non-missionaries, you have married, non-married, you have races, you have married with kids, married with not kids. So like a lot of different cliques, if you want to call. So I told him, like, the only way you break that down is, hey, go break bread together, go lift together, show, you know, understand each other's whys, and that will, on top of their preparation and with the coaching staff, will take them over.
Because then you start fighting for your teammates, right, in a game.
100%. 100%. So I truly think it will come down to Arkansas. We need everyone that's near Arkansas that is a BYU fan needs to get there. If we can show, you know, early, you know, I do believe the 2 games before that, you know, Utah Tech and the other one, you know, those are going to be great games here. But I'm just saying, Arkansas is going to be for me. And I just see, if we could see the Cougars come out and do what they need to do in Arkansas, in that type of environment, if we can get that crimson, more blue in that stadium, I promise BYU Nation, you'll be surprised. I think that will be.
That's the game?
That will be the game to push them forward.
Okay, Harvey's calling for more blue in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Yes, we do.
Woo, Pig Cougar!
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Call the Hogs out like nothing over there.
Clearly, you're a big motivator, Harvey, and I love that. I love that you have taken your own time to go and work with these guys. I know you're close to the coaching staff. You better be careful. They might try and poach you when you're done playing football to come and coach at BYU.
I don't know. I know. My biggest thing is that, like, man, if I have time, I stay just, you know, a couple blocks away. I use this place to, you know, get better into craft. I'm gonna throw it up for the guys to come in and learn some things that, you know, I've learned when I've been in the NFL. So it's been great. So it's cool to work with them.
When you talk about the Big 12 and you're helping guys get ready for a schedule, and we were just talking about it a moment ago, that they've never had before, starting with Arkansas, who's in the SEC with a run of 10 straight P5 games.
Yeah.
For a guy who's played an NFL schedule, that's probably the closest to that kind of week in and week out battle. So you're an expert at it. What do you tell them to prep them? What is that grind like when it's every week and you might be an underdog every week?
Yeah, well, I went to the University of Utah my first year. It was 2011. That was the first year that Utah went to the Pac-12. The year before that, they went 10-3. They're balling in the Mountain West, I believe. And from the Mountain West, they went to the Pac-12. No one thought, like, oh, they're going to have growing pains. We ended up 8-5 with the bowl game win in the Sun Bowl. I truly think that if the guys understand the opportunity, and I'll go back to your question is, when we played here, we always waited for that big game, the Texas game. Right. We waited for these big games. Now every day is a big game. And going into, the league and having a big game every week, it just goes back to, the guru coach again. Belichick always said before every meeting, we will win when we keep from losing. And I always thought, I'm like, duh, coach. We're going to win if we don't lose.
Genius.
Whatever.
After points.
We went to the Super Bowl that year, halfway through the season, and then during the season and going to these meetings, I'm like, he's talking about fundamentals. He's talking about dumb penalties, unnecessary penalties. He's talking about watching film. He's talking about recovery. He's talking about doing the things that you can control. Yeah, you're going to get a couple calls. TCU had 2 wins. They had Oklahoma, homeboy got injured in overtime. Then they beat the Texas, but there was a bunch of different calls, that happened, No, Texas Tech, I mean. They went 8-5 last season, but there was a bunch of things that happened. I'm like, you know what? If you can control all you can control, those things you couldn't control, the injury when they went against OU, all the different little calls when they went against Texas, those are going to happen. But if you can control the controllables, you will win when you keep from losing. And I'm like, profound, like, go.
Yes.
So preparation towards that just comes down to crafting, fundamentals, understanding what Jay Hill and A-Rod are trying to do, Kalani are trying to do. If you can understand the plan, then what? Baylor, come on, let's go 80 yards. Oh, you got 10 yards? Well, you still have another 70. Right. All of us know what we can do. All of us know the plan, and we're just going to stick with it because it's a long game. So that'd be my advice.
Well said.
Harvey Langi is on BYU Sports Nation. Is everybody juiced?
Yeah, we're ready.
I'm juiced right now. You mentioned Jay Hill, and he clearly brings a more aggressive mindset defensively compared to what BYU is running under Ilaisa Tuiaki. Different schemes. Both those coaches have their different skill sets. But what do you expect the defense to look like under Jay Hill, and how different is it going to look compared to what we've seen in the past few years?
That's a great question. I love Jay. Jay was recruiting me when I was younger, played with him at University of Utah. So it's crazy. You have Jay Hill from Jay Hill, A-Rod, and Kalani. They're all there, and now they're all here together. People don't understand that when you get the coaching staff that you already have worked with and in the past, and now they're here together, once they understand the nuances of the culture of how BYU works and all that, they will put that aside and understand how to work with each other. So that's already done. So that's the amazing part. Now they need to understand the kids and understand the culture here. So I'm super excited for Jay. If you look at his past, balled out when he left to go to Weber State and did great as a head coach. And his first year wasn't too good. From then, just rolled and rolled and rolled. And if you look at his record from last year, a lot of the games where they all the wins that they had were defensive won games. They were low. The other team didn't score past 21 points, if that. And then the games that were close or the games where they lost, it was a shootout. So I think that's the culture that he brings in. He brings in that defense is going to win us games. And I really like what he's going to bring in.
Isn't it interesting how defenders respond to a defensive mindset of let's hold them versus the Jay Hill approach of let's get them?
Let's get them. Exactly. I like that. And I think he has the players to do so also. And if we can be that aggressive but also be able to, have good back-end defense also, I think it's just going to be Jay Hill's dialing up some stuff out there, and I'm super excited for him. And for how old he is, he still looks young out there running around and throwing that ball. I didn't think he can huck that thing, but he can laser it out there. So I'm super excited for Jay Hill. And I know he's going to bring his defensive mindset on top of Kalani's, You know, Kalani was the defensive coordinator. Right. You know, for me growing up and all that, always knowing his defensive mindset, working with the linebackers, always with the defense, and then with him and Jay Hill together, with all the other supporting staff, it's going to be great.
NFL linebacker Harvey Langi is on BYU Sports Nation. Obviously, BYU fans are very interested in what you're doing with your career right now. You most recently played for the Raiders. I know some things are up in the air, but is more football in your future? Where do you stand right now?
Yeah, football's for sure always going to be there. My saying is till the wheels fall off. You know, I say that to my brothers, but right now we're just in negotiations with the Raiders, and you know, if things happen, we'll keep moving forward. If we come to a conclusion, if not, then I'll be a free agent and work from there. But the dream is still here, and I'm super excited to, you know, be 30 years young chasing it. So
banged up against the Chiefs. I think you should call Andy Reid and say, "Hey, dude,
what the heck, man?
What's going on?"
No, man, we talked together at the coaching convention last year, man. Now you throwing shit now. Yeah, shout out to him. He's doing a great job out there. Tell him to save some rings for the rest of us. You know, him and Bill aren't going to have too many rings. They're not going to have enough fingers for those rings that they're getting. So
I love it. Harvey, great to catch up with you, man. Thanks for being a guest today. And best of luck moving forward with the Raiders or whoever else it is. And like I said, I know that Kalani and staff might try and poach you. Listen, I might want to poach you as a broadcaster, Harv, okay?
Or
come be an analyst with me on TV.
Hey, whatever it is, it is. But I'm just excited for the Cougs this year. This was awesome to be here with you guys. Hopefully we can do it again.
You bet.
Let's go.
BYU Nation, it's all up, you know, these away games, these home games, especially the home games. We got to just come out here and support the boys. That Arkansas game, I want it covered in blue.
Let's go.
So let's go.
Get the blue to Fayetteville.
Get the blue there.
All right,
the disrespect.
Thank you, Harvey.
Great to talk to you, man.
Okay, thank you.